Well, good evening. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Replays coming to you on this Tuesday evening, June 27th, 2023. And I'm coming tonight just to play a little bit of baseball. We're going to be playing from the 1956 Major League Baseball season, doing a replay using Action Replay Baseball. I'm just about 30 games into the season, just picking up random teams as we go, kind of trying to find good matchups with teams that are fairly comparative in their records. So this evening, we're going to be looking at a matchup between the 1956 Braves and the 56 Cincinnati Reds. So let's go to the field. Again, here we are in Cincinnati, the 8-3 Milwaukee Braves facing off against the 11-9 Cincinnati Reds. We're in Crosley Field. It is a light rain with about a mile-an-hour wind blowing out to left center field. Pitching for the Reds is Pat Scantlebury. And the real, he had a 6.63 ERA with one loss. He only pitched 19 innings. In the replay, he's got a 3.32 ERA with a loss. And pretty comparative numbers in those man. I'm looking at them and they're almost identical, except for the ERA. So we're going to get into this game. Leading off for the Milwaukee Braves is Danny O'Connell playing second base, batting .250 in this replay. And he steps to the plate as Scantlebury, the left-hander, toes the rubber. Here comes the pitch. It's a slow bounding ball right back to Scantlebury, fires it over to Gross at first for the 1-3 put out, and out number one. Now to bring up Johnny Logan, the shortstop, batting .333 with 7 RBIs. Scantlebury to the belt and the pitch. Sits sharply to first. Gross fields it. Steps on the bag easily for out number 2. That'll bring up Eddie Matthews, batting .419 in this replay with 5 home runs and 17 RBIs. So Matthews steps to the plate, Scantlebury into his windup, and the pitch. And he struck him out. Eddie Matthews goes down swinging. So 3 up and 3 down, and we go to the bottom of the first. Scoreless here with Lou Burdette on the mound for the Milwaukee Braves. And, you know, I have had everything backwards. That was the Braves batting. Burdette is pitching for the Braves. Coming to the plate for the Reds is Joe Frazier, batting .143 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Burdette. And he walks him, gives him a free pass as Frazier trots down to first base. That'll bring Hirsch Freeman to the plate, batting a minuscule .083, 12 at bats. He's had 1 hit. So not swinging a hot bat is Freeman. Here's the pitch from Burdette. It's hit slowly to short. Connell charging it. Can he get Frazier at second? He will. Can they turn two? And the pivot and turn and double play turn by O'Connell and Logan on that 4-6-3 double play. That'll bring Joe Black to the plate. Hitless so far in this replay. 0 for 13 is Joe Black batting in the third spot. It's a wonder they have the record that they do. And he struck him out, 3 up, 3 down. And we go to the second, scoreless. And that brings Hammer and Hank to the plate. Hank Aaron batting .298 with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs as Scantlebury looks at Hank Aaron cautiously as he goes into his windup and pitch. And it's a slow grounder back to the pitcher, Scantlebury. Looks like a carbon copy of the first inning as he gets Aaron easily at first on a 1-3 putout. That'll bring Bobby Thompson to the plate. Thompson batting .214 with 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Thompson. He is lifting one into right field. Frazier going back for it, settling underneath it. It's hit deep, but not deep enough as Frazier settles underneath it for out number 2. And I'll bring the first baseman, Joe Adcock, batting in the 6th spot, batting .286 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. As Scantlebury goes into the windup and the pitch, Adcock swings. It's hit high, but not deep. As it goes off the wall, it's deeper than I thought. The center field's only 376. So Clipstein could not get it as Adcock has a stand-up double and a runner in scoring position now as Billy Bruton comes to the plate, batting .256 with a home run and 4 RBIs as Adcock takes a slight lead off second. Here's the pitch. And it's hit sharply into right field. It gets past the first baseman, Gross. And we will send Adcock. He has a 95% chance to be safe. As Adcock heads home, they just make the play over to second. So that's our first run across as Bruton scores Adcock. As Dale Crandall comes to the plate, the catcher's batting .211 with 3 RBIs. Bruton on first. And there's the pitch, and it's wild. And Bruton will make it to second on the wild pitch by Scantlebury. So runner in scoring position as Crandall steps in. Scantlebury looked to pitch himself out of this jam. Here comes the pitch. It's hit sharply to second. Schultz under it, fires it over to first for the 4-3 putout and out number 3. But after 1 run, 2 hits and no errors, and after 1.5, Milwaukee won, Cincinnati nothing. And coming to the plate is the catcher Thurman, batting .294 with a home run and an RBI. Here's the pitch. It's hit sharply to Adcock, who makes the play 3 unassisted as he steps on the bag and gets Thurman. That brings up Don Gross, the first baseman. also hitless on the season. How are the Reds 11-9? The way they've been swinging the bat. O'Connell makes the play at second on a 4-3 putout, and down goes Gross, still hitless. That brings up the center fielder Clipstein, who misplayed that ball last inning, batting 136 with 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Clipstein hits one up the middle. Can O'Connell get to it? He will not, and that'll be a hit for Clipstein, a 2-out single by Clipstein. That'll bring up Johnny Temple, who's batting 352 with 7 RBIs. Clipstein takes a slight lead. Here's the pitch from Burdette. Chopped down the first base line. Adcock plays it easily with another 3 unassisted. And we go to the third. Milwaukee 1, Cincinnati nothing, as Lou Burdette, the pitcher, steps to the plate. Has a healthy 333 batting average after 9 plate attempts. Here's a pitch to Burdette, and he hits it sharply, and looks like his hitting streak will continue, as he's now batting 400, 4 for 10. Is the pitcher, Burdette. That'll bring up Danny O'Connell. O'Connell grounded to the pitcher his last time up, as Burdette takes a slight lead. Here's a pitch to O'Connell. Hit to Scantlebury. Can he get Burdette? No, Burdette will make it to second, so he sacrificed him over, did O'Connell. Puts Burdette in scoring position as Johnny Logan comes to the plate. Logan grounded at first his first time up. He steps in, Scantlebury into the windup, and the pitch. Hits it to the left side to Freeman at short. That's probably going to hold Burdette at second as he fires it over on a 6-3 putout for out number 2. And I'll bring up Eddie Matthews, batting 409 with 5 home runs and 17 RBIs. Struck out his last time up. Matthews steps in. The pitch from Scantlebury, and he hits it sharply down the first base line. Looks like it's hooking foul, and it'll be out of play. So Eddie Matthews steps back up. Here's the pitch. Again, hit down the right field side. Frazier's drifting back, but it is hit high, and it is hit deep. Will it stay in the ballpark? It's going back, and gone. Eddie Matthews has hit a 2-run shot over the right field seats. And we have a 3-0 game now here in Cincinnati as Eddie Matthews continues his hot hitting. And that'll bring up the troublesome Hank Aaron, 348-foot home run by Eddie Matthews. Here's the pitch to Hammer and Hank. Scantlebury delivers. It's hit sharply to third. Can Black make the play? Foul ball. It goes foul. Aaron steps back in, hoping to get another good cut at it. Here's the pitch to Aaron. Grounds one slowly to short. Freeman charging it. Picks it up, fires at first. Aaron this will be close. And he gets him by a step for out number 3, but not after 2 runs come across on 2 hits. No errors on the 2-run shot by Eddie Matthews. That will bring up here in the bottom of the third. Art Schultz comes to the plate, batting 250. No RBIs, no home runs. Here's the pitch to Schultz. He lifts one into right field. Aaron charging it. Not hit very deep. Looks like Aaron will settle underneath it for out number 1 on the F9 putout. And that brings Scantlebury to the plate. Hitless in this replay. Here's the pitch to Scantlebury. Burdett. Strikeout number 2 as he strikes out his counterpart. And that'll bring Joe Frazier back to the plate. He walked his first time up. Here's the pitch. Won't walk this time, but it looks like he's lifted a lazy fly ball into center field. I have a hard time sometimes judging these because it looks like it's getting deeper and deeper and deeper and gone. Was not a lazy fly ball. It was a lazy home run as it's now out of here. Now we have a 3-1 game. This is a home run by Frazier. That'll bring up Hirsch Freeman in this 3-1 ball game. Here's the pitch to Freeman. Sits sharply toward Matthews at third. And over his head into left field. So the bats are getting hot. Freeman darts to second and he makes it. Slides under the tag of O'Connell for a double. So they have a 2-out rally going here. Home run and a double. And that'll bring up Joe Black. Black struck out his last time up, is 0 for 14 on the season. And he hits one sharply to Matthews at third. Matthews settles underneath it, fires over to first. Black trying to beat it out, but he will now be 0 for 15 and left a runner stranded. But after 3, we go to the 4th with the score. Milwaukee 3, Cincinnati 1. And coming to the plate, Bobby Thompson batting .209 with 3 RBIs. He flew to right, deep right his last time up. Thompson steps in. Scantlebury with the pitch. He hits it sharply at Freeman at short. It's past him to the wall. Played poorly by Temple. Did not make a good break on that ball, and Thompson is in safe for a leadoff double. That's going to bring Joe Adcock back to the plate. Doubled off the wall in left center his first time up. Adcock digging in. Here is the pitch. Thurman goes to talk to his pitcher. Here's the pitch. And I don't know what he said to him, but it did not work. As the bases, runners on first and second base, as Billy Bruton steps to the plate. Hit a run scoring single his first time up. Here's the pitch to Bruton. Slow grounder to Scantlebury. He will get Adcock, but that'll move Thompson over. So we have runners on the corners now with 1 out, and Dale Crandall coming to the plate. Grounded to second his first time up, batting .205 in this season. Here's the pitch. And he's hit it sharply. It is hard, and it is deep, and it is gone, man. That thing was on a rope. What was the line from, I can't remember if it was, I think it was probably Bull Durham. He said the last time he seen something fly that far, that fast, it had a stewardess on it or something like that. So it's now 6-1 as the ball is flying out here. You would think with the rain and very little wind, it wouldn't be flying like it is, but it's now 6-1. And Burdett coming back up, batting .400 on the season, so he's no easy out. Here's the pitch to Lou Burdett. He's hit it towards second and passed into. He hit a shot past the second baseman, and Lou Burdett is on fire with the bat. He's doing it himself a good service as Danny O'Connell comes back to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. Here is the pitch to O'Connell. Slow ground ball, making its way too short. Freeman fields it, gets the lead runner Burdett. 2 outs. O'Connell on first. Johnny Logan stepping to the plate. Logan's 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out both times as Scantlebury looks to stop the bleeding. Here's the pitch. It's hit sharply, but Freeman makes a good break on it. Schutt does, and Freeman covering the plate, the bag, and they get the lead runner for out number 3. But we go to the bottom of the 4th with the Milwaukee Braves up 6-1. And Bob Thurman coming to the plate, grounded to the first, his first time up. Burdett into the windup, the pitch. It's hit sharply to second. O'Connell fields it over to Adcock for the 4-3 putout. And out number 1. That brings up Don Gross. Gross is also hitless on the season, 0 for 9. Here's the pitch to Gross. It's hit sharply at Adcock at first, but he's been vacuuming them up at first. That's his 3rd unassisted putout in this game. And that brings back up Clipstein, who lined a single to center his last time up. Here's the pitch to Clipstein. Burdett. It's hit sharply again, but right at Matthews, who stabs it out of the air. It's a leaping catch of a line drive. So nobody coming across for the Reds in the 4th, and we go to the 5th with the Braves up 6-1. And Eddie Matthews coming to the plate. All Matthews did was hit a 2-run homer down the right field line his last time up. Here's the pitch to Matthews. It's hit sharply again, right past the first baseman into right field. Frazier comes up and makes the play, but that's another hit by Matthews, who's scalding hot from the plate. And that brings up Henry Aaron, who's 0 for 2 on the day. You'd think Hank Aaron is due. Last thing Scantlebury wants. Here is the pitch. Aaron hits it sharply into center field. It will get down in front of Clipstein, and it'll be a double by Aaron. And that thought for a second Matthews might have tried for home, but he did not. So we got runners on second and third with no outs. And Scantlebury struggling. The infield is in at the corners. So here comes the pitch to Scantlebury. And it's hit sharply. Will it stay fair? And Matthews will head home. And evidently that dropped in front of Temple in left field. Aaron will stay at third, with that being a line shot. And that will be off with Scantlebury, as Brooks Lawrence is now pitching for Cincinnati. Brooks Lawrence in the real bat had an ERA of 3.06 .99 with a 19-10 record. In the replay, is at 4.60 with a 2-1 record. So Lawrence digs in. Aaron on third. Thompson on first. Here is the pitch. Adcock swinging away. And he struck him out. So Brooks Lawrence comes in and gets the job done on Adcock. One down. And Billy Bruton stepping to the plate. Here's the pitch to Bruton. 1 for 2 on the day. And he hits a slow ball to Freeman at short. Aaron will look to score. They're going to go to first to get the runner at first, but that will score Hammer and Hank. And it's now 8-1. And Dale Crandall has 3 RBIs on the day as he steps to the plate. Hit a 3-run homer to right. As Crandall steps in, here's the pitch from Lawrence. And he's lifted one into center field. But it does not, will that even get out of the infield? Again, it's hard for me to tell, but that ball is not hit very deep. Yeah, shoot will make it. And that will take us to the bottom of the 5th, but not after 2 runs come across on 3 hits and no errors. And it's Milwaukee 8, Cincinnati 1. And Burdette liking his chances as Johnny Temple steps in. Here's the pitch to Temple. And he hits one sharply up the middle. It looks like it's going to be in for a base hit. Temple's swinging a pretty good bat so far in this game. Art Schultz to the plate. Schultz fly to shallow left center his last time up. And Burdette walks Schultz. So runners on first and second with no outs. As Burdette's struggling a little bit here in the 5th. But he's got Brooks Lawrence, the pitcher, coming up. Swings a decent bat, batting .250. It looks like he's laid down a bunt. They're able to turn 2 on that bunt. Temple will get over to third, but it was a great play by Dale Crandall behind the plate as he pounced on that ball, fired it to second, and they turned 2. That'll bring up Joe Frazier. Frazier hit a solo homer his last time up. Temple on third. Frazier digging in. Burdette with the pitch. And he struck him out for strikeout number 3. And he gets out of the inning with no runs coming across. 1 hit, no errors. And after 5, it's Milwaukee 8, Cincinnati 1. As we go to the 6th, here's the pitch to Burdette, who's 2 for 2, batting .455. Here's the pitch to Burdette. Can he go 3 for 3? Not this time, as he goes down swinging. As Brooks Lawrence says, not on my watch. O'Connell stepping to the plate. Danny O'Connell, 0 for 3 on the day. And that'll be 0 for 4 as he struck him out. There's a little delay there. Says he was displeased with that call and was debating it with the ump. It's going to bring up Johnny Logan, 0 for 3 on the day. He hits it sharply third. Black beating it down the base path, but not quick enough as they get him by a couple. Bottom of the 6th. Milwaukee 8, Reds 1. Freeman steps in. Hirsch Freeman. Double to left his last time up. Here's the pitch to Freeman. It's a ball hit toward Adcock at first. And he will play it once again. That's his 4th unassisted today. Playing well at first base. And that's going to bring up Joe Black. Joe Black, the 0 for 15, Joe Black. Here's the pitch to Black. Can he get a hit? Oh, he's hit it. It's hit sharply to third, but that's Eddie Matthews there. Oh, he gets his first hit. He is now 1 for 16 on the season. But you got to start somewhere. That's going to bring up Thurman, the catcher. It's 0 for 2 on the day. Thurman lifts one into left field. Thompson going back for it. It's hit hard and it's hit deep. Will it be deep enough? Can it get past Thompson? He makes the play. Can they move Black over? He will not. That brings up Don Gross, 0 for 2 on the day, 0 for 10 on the season. Here's a pitch to Gross. Hit towards second. O'Connell toward it. Can they turn 2? Can it be a 4-6-3 double play? They do get the 4, but they will not get the 6-3 as they get the lead runner. No, that was the third out. Did not need that. I thought there was only one out. I need to pay attention to the game. So we go to the 7th. 8-1, Milwaukee. And Eddie Matthews coming to the plate, batting .435 with 2 hits on the day, a home run, and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Matthews. It's hit sharply up the middle. Will it get down in front of Clipstein? It will. Matthews 3 for 3 on the day. Not bad. As Hank Aaron steps to the plate, double to left center his last time up, moving Matthews to third. See if he can do it again as the pitch comes to Aaron. And he's lifted one into right field. This is Hank Aaron, so let's see how far it goes, as it is high and it is deep. And I believe this one is leaving the ballpark. Might be leaving the area code as it continues to sail. It's out on the street, over and gone. Hank Aaron, hammering Hank with the homer. And this game just gets uglier and uglier as the Milwaukee Braves are making this one a laugher. It is now 10-1. Braves. It's a 374-foot blast that did not stay in the ballpark as Bobby Thompson comes to the plate, 2 for 3 on the day. And it is hit hard at Clipstein. Clipstein's drifting to his right. And he makes the play at the warning track. Out number 1. Joe Adcock struck out his last time up. 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Again, it's hit toward Clipstein. Clipstein racing to his right, but this one is hit hard and far and deep. Another home run by the Braves as that one landed on the rooftop across the street. Another home run. It is now 11-1. And we got another pitcher, Paul LaPalme is now pitching for Cincinnati. And I don't know if he's the answer. In this replay, he has a astronomical 12.60 ERA. But in the real, it was 4.67. Bruton steps up. It's hit sharply toward Gross at first. And past Gross into right field as Frazier makes the play. And it's another hit for the Milwaukee Braves. Is that their 14th hit on the day and 11 runs across. Del Crandall steps up. Here's the pitch to Crandall. He hits it toward Black at third. Black fields it over to second and gets the lead runner Bruton on the 5-4 putout. And that'll bring up Burdette. Burdette's just batting a measly .417 on the season. Here's a pitch to Burdette. He hits another sharply hit ball. And it is into right field. Another hit by Burdette. I am impressed with Burdette. Hit after hit. And Crandall's just going to make his way to third. He has 2 outs. Runners on the corner for Danny O'Connell. Struck out his last time up. O'Connell's 0 for 4 on the day. He's not enjoying the hitting that the rest of his team is. Again, he hits it sharply at Black and past Black into left field. So O'Connell's getting on the hit parade and the RBI parade as Crandall scores. And it's just poor play by Freeman at short. Burdette moves over to third. O'Connell now the error was on Temple in left field. He bobbled the ball, allowing Burdette and O'Connell to advance and was given the E7. Here's the pitch to Logan. Again, hit sharply at Freeman, though. Can he make the play and end the bleeding as he fires it over to first with a 6-3 putout? And that will mercifully end the inning. And I don't know if they want to play take me out to the ball game because 4 runs come across on 6 hits and an error. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Milwaukee 12, Cincinnati 1. Let's stop the playing. Clipstein steps to the plate. Here's the pitch. Bruton going back for it. How deep is it hit? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Oh, it's not even getting out of the infield. As Logan settles underneath it, the high pop-up way up there. That brings up Johnny Temple. Lined a single up the middle his last time up. Here's the pitch to Temple. He hits it sharply past Matthews. It gets into the corner in left field. Thompson racing for it. And what will this mean? Can Temple get to third? Can he get to second? What a shot from left field. Quite the throw. Temple slides under safe, but that was quite the throw from Thompson in left field as Schultz comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. Looks like he's going to get one into right as Hank Aaron comes up to field it. Temple makes it to third. Runners on the corners with one out, and Paul LaPalme coming to the plate. Here's the pitch. I thought they might be bringing in a pitch hitter. George Crowe is now batting for Cincinnati. Crowe, the pinch hitter, is batting .333 with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs. Here's a pitch from Burdette. It's lifted into right field. Should be deep enough to score Temple, but will he test the arm of Hank Aaron? Because it's not that deep. And it looks like he will not. Temple held at third. I guess his speed wasn't good enough to test the arm of Hank Aaron. That brings up Joe Frazier, 1 for 2 on the day. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Pitch to Frazier. And he struck him out, pitched himself out of that bind. Now we have a new pitcher for Cincinnati, Hal Jeffcoat, coming in to pitch. Jeffcoat in the real had a 3.84 ERA and an 8-2 record with 2 saves. In this replay, he has a 9-run ERA, winning one. How do you win with a 9-run ERA? Eddie Matthews stepping up, batting .447. Matthews, 3 for 4 on the day. Struck out his first time up and then said, I'm not doing that anymore. Here's the pitch to Matthews. Hits it toward Black at third. Black fields it over to first. Should get Matthews easily. And he does. 3 for 5 on the day. But that brings up Henry Aaron. Aaron hit a 2-run homer to right his last time up. Here's the pitch to Hank. And he hits it hard at Freeman at short. Freeman up with it. Fires it to Gross for the 6-3 putout. 2 up and 2 down. And Bobby Thompson stepping to the plate. Fly to center field his last time up. Here's the pitch. Thompson struck him out. 3 up and 3 down, and Jeffcoat comes in and gets the job done. Burdette going to the bottom of the 8th with a 11-run cushion. Hirsch Freeman stepping to the plate. Foul ball. Freeman digging in. Here's the pitch from Burdette. Well, he struck him out. Crandall dropped the ball, but he threw it down to first to get the out. Strikeout number 5 for Burdette. That brings up Joe Black, 1 for 3 on the day. 1 out. Here's the pitch. He lifts one into right field. Aaron charging in on it. Settles underneath it. Route number 2. And Bob Thurman coming to the plate. 0 for 3 on the day. Flied out his last time up. Here is the pitch. and he walks Thurman. Burdette has had a few walks today, but had a pretty solid game. He's got a one-run game going. He's pitched 7 2/3, allowed 7 hits, a home run. He's walked 3 and struck out 5. Clips Gross step into the plate, 0 for 3 on the day. Can he get his first hit? He will not, as Adcock makes the play. And after 8, we go to the 9th. Milwaukee 12, Cincinnati 1. Jeffcoat still on the mound. Joe Adcock, 2 for 3 on the day, steps to the plate. Looks like he's hit this one well, but is it deep enough? I don't think so. His temple's ranging to his left. Will it make it to the wall? It will not. Out number 1. That brings up Billy Bruton. As Jeffcoat has come in and done a good job for Cincinnati. Bruton 2 for 4. Hit down the first baseline. High bouncing ball to Gross. Gross fields it unassisted for out number 2. Crandall with 3 RBIs today. Looks just to get on base. Here's the pitch to Crandall. And he will, as he gets the free pass. Jeffcoat's shaking his head. He was wanting to just get out of the inning and go home. And that brings up the hot-hitting Lou Burdette, batting .462. Here's a pitch to Burdette. Yeah, maybe not this time. As it's hit slowly to Freeman at short. It's the lead runner, Crandall. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. After 8.5, Milwaukee 12, Cincinnati 1. And Burdette's looking to close out this game. He's got 109 pitches in. Clipstein's 1 for 3 on the day, steps in. Here's the pitch. They bring in a pinch hitter for Clipstein. Gus Bell is now batting for Cincinnati. Looking to hit from the left side of the plate against the righty Burdette. Here's the pitch from Burdette. It's not hit very well by Bell as Burdette quickly off the mound over to Adcock for the 1-3 put out. And out number 1, 2 more, and Lou Burdette will have a complete game. One-run game. Temple 2 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch to Johnny Temple. And it's hit toward Adcock at first. Adcock makes the play, and this will be his 5th unassisted play of the game. Nothing getting by him so far today. Probably will just now jinx him. Art Schultz steps to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. And this is their last chance. I don't know if you put rally hats on when you're down 12-1, but here's the pitch to Schultz. It's a slow ball hit to Logan at short. He makes the play just slightly to the left of the bag and over to first for the 6-3 put out. And folks, that is our ball game. Milwaukee 12, Cincinnati 1. And folks, I don't know my I see. 1 second. I got to make an adjustment, and we'll take a quick look at the stats. So I got to share another screen here. It's the only thing about StreamYard. There we go. As you can see, this was pretty much a laugher. And I don't know why I'm blinking like that. It's blinking. It's interesting. It's blinking for me, but showing clear for you. Interesting. We got 12 runs on 16 hits, no errors, against 1 run on 7 hits and an error. Burdette, 9 innings pitched. He allowed 7 hits and a run. It was earned. It was that home run. He walked 3 and struck out 5. Very good pitch count, 120 pitches, 80 of them strike, 40 balls for a 1.51 ERA. There were 4 home runs hit by the Braves and 16 runs coming across the plate. So it's one of those things. Sometimes the games are ugly. Sometimes they're just ugly. And that was what we had in this one. It was well done by the Milwaukee Braves, swinging a hot bat when your pitcher is batting over 400 and is, 3 for 4 on the day? Or was it something like that? Crazy. But I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to be doing some Action PC baseball from time to time. I'm going to do some Legends of Wrestling and maybe some other things as I'm trying to get back into streaming more often. And I hope whoever comes along to watch this later, I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be kind of hard to enjoy unless you like watching the home runs. They were plenty hit. So I hope you have a great evening. God bless. Soli Deo Gloria.